What's up everybody, Jason from Jason's Exotic Reptiles back at you with another video. This is going to be a different kind of video because we're going to be going into the White Plains, New York Reptile Expo. So more of a vlogging style. I'm going to have the camera in my hand. We're going to check out some vendors, check out what they have at the show. I'm going to be dropping this animal off. This is a Type 2 Anery Inca. I have some more of these on the website as well as some Ghost Incas, Super Incas, some really cool stuff still available from 2023 season. So let's see where this video takes us. Alright guys, so a couple things to note that I thought I'd cover while we're driving to this thing is a few Expo rules, things that I hold as kind of like the golden rule. One thing is always bring cash. If you're looking to purchase animals, definitely make sure you have cash. Cash is king at these reptile expos. It speaks larger volumes than credit cards or Venmo or whatever other payment method you guys can think of. Bring cash. If you have the cash to bring, make sure you bring the cash. It holds more merit than the card. Next thing is be courteous of the vendors. If you're just looking and you're not looking to buy anything, make sure you're not blocking the view of people behind you. You always want to remember that the vendors are there to sell their animals as well as meet people. So although you may be glancing at their animals, there may be somebody right behind you that's a serious buyer looking to help these vendors and purchase their animals that they can't even physically see the animal because you're standing in front of it. So if you're just glancing, be aware of your surroundings. There's nothing wrong with going over and checking out a vendor's setup. That's actually encouraged. I love it when people come over and take a look at my animals, even if they're not looking to purchase. But if there is a customer looking to buy, I always appreciate it if they're aware of their surroundings and they move out of the way, so it gives them a little bit of room to see and explore what other people may be interested in. In addition to kind of following that theme of being courteous of the vendors is make sure you're not putting things down on their table. Let's say you are actually a serious buyer and you're going up to their table. You may have things in your hand. You don't want to be putting your stuff down on their displays. These displays are expensive. A lot of them are acrylic and they can scratch easily. So if you put something down on their display and scratch it, you might be scratching off their labels, off their pricing. That's something that is really, you should be aware of. Put it on the floor. If you don't want to put it on the floor, hold it in your hand, but don't put it on their table, or at least ask if you can put it down before you place it down on their displays. A fourth thing to consider is when you're going to these shows, you may have multiple animals that you purchase. Do not put your animals on other people's displays. So if you go to these shows and you might be buying multiple animals, don't go from one table to the next and take the animal that you purchased and put it down on the next vendor's table. That's a really easy pathway for disease transfer, and it's really discouraged. You don't want to go doing that. Some vendors may not care. Other vendors who have a little bit more experience can realize how quickly a mite can travel from one display to the next. And a fifth thing to consider is do not just go and pick up the animals off people's tables. These are animals that they are selling, and usually you want to ask permission. So if you're really serious in buying something, I would encourage you to ask them to take the animal out and to look at it. But you don't want to go and just pick up something from a display without asking the vendor first. And the last bonus tip I can give you is if something's on a vendor's table, don't assume it's free. So this could be things like t-shirts or stickers or things like that. A lot of the times these vendors are trying to make a little extra cash by you supporting them, by purchasing their t-shirts, purchasing their stickers, whatever it may be. It's typically inexpensive to buy these things, so support the vendor, but do not just assume that because it's on their table and because it's some type of a merchandise, it's free. Show me something that's getting excited this year.
Well, a couple of things. You know, the blood boas, as you can see, they're pretty red. I've been working on that for like 20 years, so, and they get redder as they go. You know, there's some that are really, really red.
This guy in the middle, the vanishing blood, that thing's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Huh?
You know, I just put little names on them so I know the differences of the litters they came from. But the IMG stuff is pretty cool. I've mixed blood into IMG, so these are IMG hypo het bloods. This is an IMG het blood, and I made an IMG blood this year, which turned out really nice. It's got a lot of red undertones.
And if you could give somebody a new aspiring breeder a piece of advice, what would you tell them?
You need discipline. All right, breed. So if you're a new breeder and you want to get into this, you need to put in the time. Boas need, you know, 4 or 5 years for a female on the lower end, as you know, and some of them maybe even more, some of the constrictors. So I just say be patient, put the time in, and you'll breed snakes. Awesome. Don't rush and buy adult snakes from people and think you're going to breed them. Raise up youngsters and put the time in, and you'll be successful.
Where can people find you? CuttingEdgeHerp.com is the best way right there?
www.cuttingedgeherp.com.
Awesome. I appreciate you taking the time, Vin. Thank you very much. We're here with Chris from Sabrina's Reptile Kingdom. Thank you, Chris. He got me into the show today. Chris, what are you most excited about this year?
Hopefully VPI Boas.
VPI Boas. What are you most excited about that's sitting on your table today?
Probably this Dumeral's boa.
You know I like Dumeral, so I can't complain about that, and it's priced right.
Nice juvenile male.
Yeah, he's pretty. He's gonna sell today. And what's one piece of advice you can give to some people who are maybe getting into reptiles or getting into breeding?
If you're pets or breeding, don't worry about the money end of it at first. Pick out the stuff you like, and you have the potential to make money with it.
I love it. I appreciate the time, Chris. Thank you. I'm with Owen from Diverse Herps. Owen, what's something you're real excited about showing off on the table today?
Some of these gargoyles and stuff that we brought, the lychees. We got a little bit of everything though.
What's your primary thing you breed over here? I see you got a nice spread of stuff, so.
Well, me and my buddy breed all this stuff. I would say like the main thing that I like to breed is a lot of the lychees, the gargoyles, crested geckos. Doc likes to breed a lot of hognose. The frill dragons, he's like one of the only people that has captive born Australian frill dragons here, I would say. These Utila Island iguanas, they're endangered.
That's wild.
Doc breeds a lot of these.
And if you could give one piece of advice to a new keeper breeder, what would that be?
Just do your research.
I like that. I am here with Big Sexy from Squeals on Reels, Robert Irvino.
Big Sexy.
Big Sexy. How are we doing today, Rob? Are you excited for today's show?
I'm always excited for today's show.
I would ask you what the most exciting thing you plan to sell today, but it looks like some rats. You do have some snakes on the table, right?
Eric has a couple.
Eric has some snakes. He's in deep concentration and thought right now.
He really is. Look at that.
That's Big Sexy's sidekick.
That's painful for him.
But what do you got over there? What do you got for some snakes? I may have to change my questions for you because I know you breed, but you also sell rats.
These are all Eric's animals, but yeah, a lot of dead things here.
A lot of dead things. What's the most exciting thing that you're looking forward to this year in breeding? Other than rats. Rats, it is what it is?
Rats it is, yeah.
All right, man. I appreciate you taking the time. I hope you have an excellent show. I'm here with my buddy Noah from Noah's Boas. Say hi, Noah.
How's it going?
What are you most excited about that's on your table right now?
I think the coolest thing I have right now would be this Roswell Motley Sun Dragon.
Oh, look at that thing.
Yeah, so she's a visual Roswell.
I can promise you the camera is not picking up the colors on that one.
Roswell, albino, hypo, possible jungle, and Motley too.
What are you most excited about breeding this year?
This year, I've got, I actually just had the ovulation last night from my Roswell het snow, so hopefully I'll have some Super Roswell snow, Super Roswell aneries, and Super Roswell corals. I got a lot of cool like Roswell corals over the years, so I'm finally trying to make supers with them.
And you've been in the game for a long time. What's one piece of advice that you can give to a new keeper or breeder?
Only get what you like. Don't do it for the money. Get things that make you excited and make you want to keep doing it, because if you're just trying to do it for the money, it's going to become work and you're going to be miserable.
I love it. All right, no, I appreciate you taking the time, man.
Yeah, man, thanks.
Hope you have a good show. I'm here with Joe from JPC Boas and Balls. Joe, how you doing today?
Fantastic.
What's something on your table that you're most excited about today?
NFI project.
NFI. Let's see, what does that look like? Take me over there. Show me what it is. I know what it is, but let's show everybody else.
So we proved out last year as the NFI is a co-dominant trait. As you can see, it's a color morph here. This here is an albino NFI. This one here is an albino super NFI. So pretty much puts most of the color back into the albinos. And on this one, these two here, take a quick look, you can see the difference between a IMG albino and an NFI IMG albino. So what the NFI is really doing to the albino is really making it pop in colors.
Those are nice. What's something you're most excited about this year to be breeding? Is it NFI as well?
NFI leopards, NFI blood, NFI snows. Got a lot going with the NFI projects.
And if you could give one piece of advice to new keepers or breeders, what would it be?
Patience.
Patience. I love it. Well, I appreciate the time, Joe. Hope you have an excellent day. With EJ from Hurricane Herps. Say hi, EJ.
How's it going?
What's something you're excited about on your table today?
Honestly, my frogs. That's where I started, and they.
I can't see them, but I know they're in there.
Yeah, but they have taken my heart and have kept it.
There's no frogs in there, are there?
No,
Those are isopods.
These are isopods. These are my frogs right here. They're like a cousin of the Theodermus cortical, the giant mossy frogs, and these guys make a much more pleasant sound, in my opinion. Yeah. I have giant mossies as well, but these guys make a nice little quintessential rainforest chirp, and I'm super into it.
And what's something this year that your breeding is most excited about? Are you breeding this year?
I might be breeding this year, TBD. My female blood seems to be ready. I'm just waiting on my male to let me know. He's got a little Aztec maroon male who may or may not be ready. We'll see. But yeah.
And if you could give one piece of advice to a new keeper or breeder, what would it be?
New keeper? Do your due diligence. Figure out what you want before you buy it. Don't just buy for the sake of buying. And give your animal a proper home when you can.
Awesome. I appreciate it, EJ. I hope you have an excellent show.
Thank you so much, Jason, for stopping by and for bringing me this delightful little angel.
Yeah, little derpy dude over there.
He's a little goober.
He's cool though.
Super into him.
All right, I am here with Matt from Matt Lee Exotics. How you doing today?
Not too bad. How you doing?
Very good. What's something on your table today that you're most excited about? Something that just gets you up in the morning?
Yeah, project that I've been working on for 6 years or so at least. The Desert Ghost Hypo Clown. So it's nice to see a project go into fruition.
That's wild looking. And what's something that you're excited about breeding this year?
I'm looking to get more animals into that project. You know, like get some more recessives in, get some more codoms in. You know.
And what's one piece of advice that you could give to a new keeper or breeder?
Do it because you love it. You know, like if you don't have the passion for it, I wouldn't suggest doing it. You know.
Solid. Well, I appreciate the time, Matt. I hope you have an excellent show.
Thank you. Nice talking to you.
I am here with Alan from Major League Exotics. Alan, how are we doing today?
Pretty good.
What's something on your table today that you're most excited about?
Oh, I got this really nice Panther chameleon.
Oh man, look at those.
It's a captive bred in the United States. It's a really beautiful envelope.
What a crazy looking little animal.
Really, really nice blue bark, eh?
That's awesome. And is what's something about you breed a bunch of stuff too, right?
Yeah, I breed a lot of colubrids. We breed mostly snakes, but
what's something this year?
We also sell pretty much everything.
What's something this year that you're most excited about breeding?
Usually the hunter flower rat snakes. Those are like one of the big things that we mess around with. Yeah, but I have some really nice mandarin rats that are going this year too.
Rat snakes have picked up pretty big in popularity, I think, over the past couple years.
Yeah, a lot of really cool Asian rat snakes we work with. If
there's one piece of advice you can give to a new keeper or breeder, what would it be?
Do your research before you get into any animal.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you taking the time. Hope you have a good show.
Thanks.
I am here with the other big sexy, Dave from Boehler's Garage. How are we doing today?
Doing well.
What's something on your table today you're excited about?
I really like the Acid Clown project.
Yep, these are just young.
This is
that's all. So these
stacked,
are only a few months old.
Male here.
This guy is like
almost up to breeding size,
over a year. So
but
like
it's
2 years
black pewter, yellow belly,
so
acid, and it's possible OD, and 100% het clown. So when I get him into the clown project, it should make a pretty intense animal. And you know, if it hits for OD as well, it's going to be pretty exciting.
And what's something that you are excited about breeding this year?
This year, I'm actually just working on making a double het project, but getting the genes, the incomplete doms into the double het. So I'm looking to make a leopard gravel double het ultramel clowns because I do want to long-term make a leopard super gravel ultramel clown. Should be pretty exciting. Like this is a leopard highway, so it would be this but an ultramel with clown added on. Pretty awesome project.
And what's one piece of advice you could give to a new keeper or a breeder?
Only get into breeding if it's something you actually love. If you think you're gonna get into it to make a bunch of money or something like that, you're in it for the wrong reasons, and long term it won't last. So only do this if it's something you love.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you taking the time. I hope you have an excellent show.
Thank you. You as well.
I'm here with Michaela and Nick from Long Island Herps. How you guys doing today?
Good, how are you?
Very good. What's something that's on your table today? I know you guys both breed something different here. What's something that's on your table today that you're most excited about? Nick's on his way over here. What do we got?
So we got her, and we got my boy. This is my man.
Oh man, that's nice.
He's gorgeous, so you gotta show off the gorgeous ones.
Well, I hope he sells today. How about you, Michaela?
Oh, he ain't for sale, bro.
Oh, he's just for display.
He's just to show off, yeah.
Yes, mainly are my Dalmatian ones.
Sorry.
Oh, that's so nice. What's something you're excited about breeding this year?
I'm starting to get into lily whites a little more.
Okay, so, very cool. For all you Cresty folks, you got to check out Long Island Cresties. And is there a piece of advice that you would give a new keeper or breeder?
Take your time, handle them. I hand feed, so it's just a building bond with them.
Awesome. Well, I hope you guys have an excellent show.
Yo, thank you, bro.
Thank you, guys. Alright guys, we are back at home base. I have since showered and changed my clothes. All of my clothes I went to the show are in the laundry right now getting washed. I've decontaminated my camera and we're back in the reptile room. I really hope you guys liked this video. I will caution you that there were amazing vendors there. I tried to get a whole bunch of them. I could certainly not get all of them or this video would be 4 hours long. Really cool stuff at the show. However, there were quite a few tables that I saw. They had mites, they had sick looking animals. It's usually the wild caught stuff or the prices that are too good to be true, so make sure that you're doing your research before you go to these shows. I went to the show with $2,000 cash in my pocket and I came home with $2,000 cash in my pocket. It is not because there were not animals that I didn't want to purchase, it's that there were no animals that I saw that really caught my attention to fill a gap in my breeding programs at this moment, at least within the price range that I felt comfortable spending at that day. Again, make sure you do your research, make sure you go to these shows with an idea and a project in mind, know who you're going to purchase from or who you may want to purchase from, and that's going to make for an overall good show experience. If you pick up animals, be extra careful. There were animals there that had mites on them. I saw them crawling on the animals. I didn't really say anything, but I certainly skipped over those vendors when it came to interview time. So if you guys liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Give me a comment below if you appreciated it. And until next video, I appreciate you guys watching. Let's keep it moving. Thanks, guys.